As the teacher said, I work for the Institute for Employment Studies, and we helped Anna and her colleagues to develop the employment skills strategy that's on your chairs. And I thought, you might actually be wondering, well, why does Enfield need an employment and skills strategy? Isn't skills really down to individuals to develop, to choose their own paths, choose what they're interested in life? Well, much as with how national government has a duty to provide education, training, opportunities for its people. It might not feel like that sometimes, but equally at local level, local government employees are really charged with interpreting and implementing strategies at local level to try and help to improve the prosperity of local people. So, that means that better skills, better employment is better for individuals in the borough, but it's also, importantly, it's actually better for the borough as well, because it brings in more money. It means more prosperous people are more likely to spend money in the borough, and so it's a virtuous circle. Things just get better. But as I'm sure many of you are aware, Enfield is very much a borough of two halves. You might find it strange to hear that although we've got a large professional workforce, there are low average skill levels across the borough, lower than in many comparable London boroughs. The reason why there's a low average, despite this high professional workforce, is that most of the professional workforce is condensed into the west side of the borough, and then this large group of people with low skills who are unemployed, and also, importantly, relatively high long-term unemployment. And this is mainly concentrated in the east of the borough, in Edmonton. So, as I've said, we've got prosperous Winchmore Hill in the west, and Edmonton, Ponders End, Freezy Water in the east. If we were talking about trying to increase the prosperity of Winchmore Hill, I think we'd have a real job on our hands. And so, sometimes you just think, let's put our best where it would do the most. So, as I've said, there's high unemployment. Around a quarter of all working age adults are actually economically inactive. So that means not employed and also not looking for a job. So they've given up. 11% are unemployed, and that's particularly concentrated in the east of the borough. What makes it particularly difficult for Enfield people like Anna to actually address these problems is that we also have a problem of having low job density. And what that means is, if you take an area and you count up all the people who could be working in it and all the number of jobs that are actually located in that area, then you've not got many jobs for the number of people who want them. Now, for the people in Winchmore Hill, they get on the train, they go to the city. It's not a problem for them, they work out of the borough. But really, a lot of this strategy is focused on how we can increase the number of jobs in the borough and then help get people into them. As I say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. This is the claimant count map for Enfield. Red is higher, stroke worse. More people unemployed claiming benefits, and so you can see this side, there's actually nothing, the whole of the eastern sort of side of the borough and the south has these very, very high levels of unemployment and benefits. Now, as we just heard, we used to have a fantastic manufacturing base in the borough, but it's changed. It's changed, and really, it's one of the boroughs that has been hit the hardest by changes in patterns of employment. So, in the early 1970s, over half of jobs in the borough were in manufacturing. Now it's less than 6%. It's just, I have to say, I knew that manufacturing had declined. I didn't realise it was to that extent. It's pretty dire.